on the bank on peg 19 on Big Gearys today. It's the, what number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th round of the Packington Winter League, and it's my turn to be on Big Gearys today. Now, I've been doing alright. I've had a first and 2 seconds, won my lake last round, so and come 3rd overall, so that was nice. Someone just pulling up behind me. What's he doing? What's that bloke doing? No, he's gone. Got a noisy engine. So far, all I've got set up is a 10-foot rod and 1 pole rig. So I'm probably going to set another pole rig up and maybe a waggler rod in a bit. But I'm just going to play it by ear at the moment and just sit on the 2 things I've got set up. I'm not quite with it today. I'm a little bit out of sorts, and but it's a simple lake, and if this just keeps going around on the tip, then that's all I need to do. I can swap between a little open alloy feeder and bomb on the same rod. So and I can't chuck miles on this peg, but I've got loads of room. I don't know if you can see that. There's no one. So I am on an M peg. There's no one to my right. Peg 20's not in, and it's really, really shallow to my right. So there's no one actually round to my right anyway. But peg 20's not often in on a lot of matches, but it's not in today. This is quite a good peg that I'm on today. So I wanted to be on the dam wall, sort of peg 7 to 12, because that's the deepest part, and there's a lot more silvers there if the carp don't go, but it's also very good for carp. But this is a good carp peg. My mate Dave Elliott's told me it's good for silvers as well, but we'll have to wait and see. I'd rather be to my left for the silvers, but I've got plenty of room, and if anything, too much room, they're just going to keep backing away if they don't want to feed. But the good thing is it's gone quite mild at the moment, and there are fish moving about. I've had 1 liner, but there were some fish crashing around all over the lake at the start, and yesterday they had a rover on and 7 anglers were on here, and a lot of people said they wanted some bait, so that's quite good. So I'm going to feed a bomb line to my left and a feeder line just all over the peg. I've got a little island, a little point to my right. I've got all sorts of, and open water in front of me as well. I've got loads of places to chuck. There's a lot of grebes work in the lake at the moment, so I keep seeing swirls, but a lot of those are grebes. There's at least 3 or 4 on the lake. But I've not seen anyone have a fish yet, but there's a lot of double figure carp in here, and just 3 or 4 of them, that sets your match up nicely. And if you don't catch them, I'm going to have to get my head down and catch some silvers and just get some nice points. So I'm hoping to catch 40-50 pound. Don't think you're going to want much more than that to come top 3 on this lake today, but I think it's going to fish okay. It's definitely getting a little bit mild after a real cold snap, but also all the rivers are in the fields at the moment everywhere, and this is quite a coloured lake at the best of times. So it's only shallow, loads of water in front of you, but very, very shallow, only like 3 foot on the pole line, and same on the tip. So anyway, I'm going to put the phone down because my arm's aching and pour myself a cuppa and hope for that tip to go round. As far as baits goes, we've got micras, red maggots. That's for the skimmer line, and we've got some 6s and 8s, bit of ground bait. That's Dynamite, silverfish dark, and milled expander. Trusty winter mix that is for me. A few dead bait, a few dead maggots, dead pinkies, live pinkies, and then I've got some just to mix them up, some of the washters. 6mm, 5mm and 7mm, but I've also got some of the new Dynamite wowsers as well, and that's actually what I kicked off on. I'll try and twist that one-handed. 7mm wowser. There you go. Nice and bright. Counteract the hook lovely. So I'm going to give them a go today as well. So obviously the ground bait and the maggots is for the pole mostly, and all the other bits for the bomb and the knuckle. I fed 2 lines at 13 metres left and right with ground bait and maggots. I'm not going to go down the pellet route at all today on the pole. It's too cold. I just fancy catching on maggots. That's what I'm confident with. So left and right, 1 negative, 1 positive, 1 with a big pot, 1 with a little pot. and hopefully I won't even have to go on those lines, but at the moment no one's getting a bite, so we'll have to wait and see. So, alright, let's have a look on the bomb. Well, let's get a 20 gram bomb there. We've just got just a 6mm pellet to start with. Start on 6s, might have to switch to 8s. 8 pellets. Just chuck it in the middle of that. Oh, yep. Lovely. The thing you've got to be mindful of here is the fish going round the side of the island. It's a really awkward sort of peg. You can see that little point of the island there to my left. You can go right round the back of that if you're not careful. Early look on the bomb. Cast a few pellets out, chuck it over, and give it 10 minutes. I'm not going to keep feeding it at the moment. I can always feed pellets to my right as well if I need to. Got 6mm there. Big 8mm as well. More like a 10mm those. That's what a lot of them feed on here. I'm just going to try and see what I can catch on 6s first. Might be a bit negative, I don't know. It's a bit of a funny match, this one, really, in a way, because if this was an open I'd just sit on this all day, and at some point I'm confident I'm going to catch 3 or 4 fish, but because it's a league and I need points and I'm doing well, I need to be safe as well and catch some silvers if I'm not doing any good on the carp. I've got to give myself a good 90 minutes at least on this before I start picking the pole up, I think. One fish could be £10 here easy. Come on, come on. Boring, isn't it? So it goes round. Use my phone as a sun shield. Right then, before we go any further, you boys and girls, at this venue you can feed whilst you're fishing. It's a fishery rule, and everybody does it here, and when you're waiting a long time for a bite on the lead, it's nice to be able to feed your pole line with a pole pot. So that's what we all do. So before all the keyboard warriors start having a moan saying you can't do that, that's cheating, you can, and I do. Happy Christmas. Well, the old Dear Santa Warburton's is coming out. Dear Santa, what I'd like for Christmas is some fish and some bites. Might as well eat one of those, hadn't I? Nom, nom, nom. 3 bits of bread with a bit of crust in the middle. And that is a 10mm brass spring loaded punch that I had made for me a long time ago. Reel that in and cast that out. Didn't think I'd be fishing bobber and bread today, but I thought I might catch an early fish over feed, but they clearly don't want any feed at the moment. Got to go around. I've seen 2 carp roll on that point, that far from the bank. Big carp. It's all gone quiet, said rhubarb. No one's had a fish that I could see yet, other than a few skimmers on the high bank. Quick look on the pole. See what's there. If it's solid, then I'll stay in it. I need to know what's there. Got sun in my eyes and white water, and it's quite a ripple as well. So a black tip today is absolutely essential. If I don't get anything, then I might go out the 14 minutes. But I'm going to try. If I need to catch silvers, I need to catch them fast. So I don't want to go 14 metres if I can catch them at 13. We'll just have to see. Get a gut feeling whether I have to feed further out. I'm going to start at 13 to begin with. That's the rig. Just a 4x12 secret. 4 to 6 slick. And just got 11s down the line. Lightly strung out in the bottom half. 09 18 hook. Now this is my positive line where I fed a big pot of groundbait and some maggots. I would have thought I'd have had a bite by now if there was any number of silvers willing to feed. Alright, the guy to my left is also on the pole now, so that'll be interesting to see if he can catch or not. This is a swim I fed negatively. No bites. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are roach in here and hybrids and things, but it's the skimmers you want if you're going to do a weight. One of my earliest films I caught, I did have about 40 pound of skimmers, but that was on the dam wall to my left where it's much deeper and you can catch them shorter as well. I've got this well dotted down as well so I can see everything, any little indication I should be able to see it. 2 hours, just over 2 hours in. Just got a handful of skimmers at the moment on the pole. I think Dan's had one opposite. I know Peg 10's had a carp. Oh. Just on the back of us.
Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas! What would you like for Christmas, Mr. Johnny boy? Would you like some carp? Don't be fooled by the rods that I've got. I'm still Johnny from the block.
I'll be happy. Huh? I can't see now. just guessed when that went under.
Just going to swap to double pellet. Oh, they're not coming very fast. One more, and that'll do.
Pretty shocking. At least everywhere I can see. So I don't know what Dan's got opposite. He might have one fish or no fish. I've not seen him have more than one fish. And the guy to my left's not. He's just had one or two skimmers, I think, and no carp. And I've had one and lost one. No signs anywhere. The skimmer fishing, I've just had another look and I've had one skimmer and that's it. They've just backed right off. I fed a short line as well, not had a bite on that. No signs of fish anywhere now. Nowhere at all. No bubbles. It's gone nice and flat. There's no bubbles. There's nothing rolling. So I'm assuming they're catching on the high bank where it's a bit deeper. There's certainly nothing up this end of the lake. So I'm just having one more chuck up to that point. Pretty desperate at the moment, but I'm going to have another quick look on the pole. There might be a couple more bream on a pole. That's worth half a carp. So, but they've just backed off everywhere at the moment, and it's not looking too promising. Have you had a carp yet? Have you seen any more caught? Can't catch a skimmer now.
Well, I'm running out of ideas. I'm running out of food. Oh, look at that one. I haven't seen it. Rod-wise, I've got a Horizon 3000. That's got £8 Horizon mono on it. Normally I use £6, but £8 is as thin as the £6 I used to use. And my absolute lovelies Horizon XS Slims 1010s, 3.3 metre.
I just shouted over to Dan and he actually hasn't had a fish, so I wasn't sure. I saw his landing net going in, he's keeping it earlier, so but he says he's not had a fish, and he's not had a fish to my left either. Just seen another fish crash on the other side of the bush to my right. I've chucked it as far as I possibly can, and I've almost just clipped the branches as well. And it deserves to go around with a cast like that. It was quite nice. So if it doesn't, then I'm going to be back on the pole, and we've got 40 minutes to go.
Skimmers. You want them on top? Yeah. I lost my first one. Not. Keep them from it. $26.6. One of you. We'll go to, mate. Yeah. Christmas, isn't it?
Always Nick Dukes. He was late winner on that one, Nick. Second in the match with 56 something, Lee Richards 56.9. And the overall winner was Carl Ops, £62 something gone.
Well, it's Christmas Eve tomorrow, which is why I've got the old daft hat on, and lovely festive way to end 2019. I forgot what year it is. It's nice to end up with a lake win and a section win. Puts me in really good stead on the league overall at the halfway stage. I think I'm 4th at the moment. I've got 2 wins, 2 seconds, and the guy who had to fill in for me on one round, he had a 7th. So hopefully that's my dropper, but it puts me in good stead for the rest of the league. I'm on Little Gearys next round, so might be able to film that. I actually won Little Gearys 2 rounds ago, but never had a chance to film it. It was just horrible weather and everything, really, and but it would have been a nice one to film actually, but never mind. But yeah, today, or yesterday should I say, that was rock hard, really hard. The whole venue switched off, but it was really hard. 2 carp, 1 to my left, 1 to the right, lost 1, and what, 8 to 10 pound of skimmers. Now those skimmers were absolutely crucial because Ian Keywood was second on the lake with £20, and he's had 2 carp for £20 and nothing else, and 3rd and 4th on the lake were both had £11. That's how hard that lake fished on the day. So I would have come top 3 without the without one of the carp or without the skimmers, but combining them both together, I had enough to win the lake. So I've drawn well on in hindsight on the day. I think though if the fish have backed off right over to my right, past the point where I cannot actually cast past, I think they were in peg 21 on the day looking at it. And if I was on a rover tomorrow, that's the peg I'd go on, because I think they've all backed off. They've just got a bit spooked from the day before's pressure, I think, and they've just backed off behind that island where no one can get to them. And I've just caught I caught a straggler there late, and I also caught one to my left, which was where I was told to cast early by the experts who fish that lake a lot. They said that's where you catch. I've had one and lost one there, but on the day I just think they just backed off. So the skimmers weren't brilliant, but just enough to keep me ticking over, and certainly enough to equal a carp. So yeah, £26, not a big weight, but it's winter, isn't it? So that's what happens on these matches, and you just got to keep trying everything. I've tried everything I could think of other than chucking a waggler, but every time I wanted to chuck a waggler, the wind got up and there's a ripple and you wouldn't have been able to see anything with the sun in your eyes. So I think I did it right. If I fished it again, I'd have concentrated a bit more to my right and maybe fish bomb and bread at the start, but it was quite coloured, and everyone was saying they was coming to a bit of feed, so I thought I'd start on bait and then take it from there, and I still had plenty of options and plenty of open water and plenty of untapped bits of water to try bomb and bread later on, which is what I tried. I never had a bite on it. So anyway, I stuck with a feeder, stuck with a bomb, and I caught a fish on each, and a few skimmers. So nice to get a few bites on what was a really hard day for most people. 2 nice envelopes. Where are my envelopes? Oh, there they are. There's my envelopes. Lake winner. Winner chicken dinner. And yeah, and well done to Carl Ops on winning the match on the day. He was on siblings. And I think second was Lee Richards off peg 15 on Little Gearys. And that peg will do me next round actually. So any of those pegs from what 7 to 15 will do me. But I'm not greedy. So I've had a few decent draws lately. I'm first to admit that. But it's nice to make the most of it. Nice to catch a few fish. So anyway, I'll see you all after Christmas and tight lines, and hopefully I can send you a few more videos next year.